Crispy prawn cocktail bao buns are a seriously addictive combination. Soft, warm, fluffy bread, crispy prawns, crunchy lettuce, and a classic Aussie Mari rose sauce thrown into the mix. This is one of the most delicious handfuls you will ever bite into. These are really, really simple to make. For the bao buns, you could make your own if you wanted to spend 12 hours in the kitchen, but they're not going to be as good as these ones. I've got some Mr. Chen's bao buns here. These are convenient to have in your freezer at home, and they are seriously, seriously good. All you need to do to these is to pop them into a steamer basket. So I've got a wok here with some water boiling away. I've got a bamboo steamer that I've just lined with some paper, and all you need to do is pop the bao buns into steam. These simply need 7 or 8 minutes in the steamer or until they're beautiful and fluffy and soft. Pop them in. Lid on, couldn't be easier. While our buns are steaming, you can do a bit of multitasking, roll up your sleeves. So we're going to put a crispy coating onto our prawns. So for the coating, I've got some flour. I've also got a couple of free-range eggs in a bowl. And I've also got some panko breadcrumbs. These go beautifully and crunchy on the outside of the prawns. I'm going to season the flour and the eggs just with a bit of sea salt. And just give the eggs a whisk with a fork. Now, all I'm doing here is creating a station to get something dry onto our prawns. And by having the prawns dry with flour, it means our egg's going to stick. And when we've got the egg stuck onto the prawns, that means our panko crumbs are going to stick onto the egg. So all of these serve a purpose to getting a beautiful crispy crumb on the prawns. I've got some really lovely plump Australian king prawns here that I've cleaned and peeled. I'm going to pop these straight into our flour. Just use a couple of spoons to coat them in the flour. What you want to do with the prawns is just shake off any excess. And as you can see, we've got a beautiful light coating of flour. So these can now go into the egg. And then no prizes for guessing what happens next. These get coated into the egg. And you can see that bit of flour means our egg sticks to the prawns, and then these go into the panko crumbs. And just repeat that with all the prawns. And now just give the prawns a good coating of panko crumbs. Once you've got a nice coating of panko on the prawns, they can go into some oil to deep fry. We want to get these golden and crispy. I've got some oil here ready to go. So the prawns are going to go straight in, and we're just going to cook them for a couple of minutes to get them beautiful and crispy. Prawns are looking super, super crispy, which is what we want. I'm just going to drain them on some kitchen towel to soak up any excess oil. Our prawns are done in an absolute flash. I think that's a good thing about seafood. It cooks really, really quickly. But of course, you could put any fillings into the bao buns. I've just gone with crispy prawns because they are a favourite of mine, particularly throughout summer. Just going to let the prawns rest. Anything that's been deep fried is always good to season while it's still warm. It means the salt's going to stick to our prawns. Now, any classic prawn cocktail has a sauce, a Mari Rose sauce, and it's a very, very simple one to mix up. So we start with some mayonnaise into a mixing bowl, some tomato sauce. That's what gives us that kind of bright pink colour. I'm spicing up my Mari Rose with some sriracha sauce, but if you're not into chili, you can leave that out. I just think it works really well with our soft buns and our crispy prawns. Squeeze a lemon. And just give that a mix. That's our Mari Rose sauce ready to go. Rich and creamy, slightly tart from the tomato sauce, and a little kick of spice from our sriracha. Our bao buns should be ready to go now, so let's have a little look. Look at them, beautiful, smooth, so soft. And all you need to do is just open these up and they're ready to stuff with whatever you like, really. So I've got 4 bao buns ready to go. I also have asbestos fingers. You can let them cool down slightly. So here is how I like to serve these. Some crispy lettuce into the bun. You have to have lettuce with a prawn cocktail. For some added crunch, I've got some beautiful radish. I'm just going to put a couple of slices of peppery red radish into the buns. Our crispy prawns that have been patiently waiting over here can go in. And then a small spoonful of our Mari Rose can go in. And for a final flourish, I've got some chopped chives. And it's as easy as that. I've given you all of my secrets. This is one of the tastiest things you will get in one hand. Inspired by the classic flavours of a prawn cocktail, given a little bit of a fun Asian twist using our Mr. Chen's Bao Buns. That is my crispy prawn cocktail Bao Buns.